The Plekhanov Russian University of Economics is a leading academic and educational center which prepares highly qualified specialists. Moscow, the center of the Russian capital, the foundation of economic education in Russia, situated 3 kilometers from the Kremlin. September 1st, Knowledge Day, or First Year's Day. You are now enrolled at not only one of the best universities in Moscow, not only one of the best universities in Russia, but at one of the best universities in the world. Moscow, 1907, Stremyany Lane. It was here that, over 100 years ago, higher economic education in Russia was established. The Moscow Commercial Institute became the nation's first institution to groom top professionals capable of managing large industrial enterprises in a developing economy. Alexei Ivanov, an entrepreneur and public figure, the representative of Russia's merchant classes, was a key figure among the school's founders.
Это не просто человек, который душу вложил.
This was a man who, apart from chairing the board of trustees and seeking ways and means to obtain the financial resources necessary to attract brilliant lecturers, put his heart and soul into the establishment of the Moscow Commercial Institute.
И привлечь блестящих преподавателей.
The Institute's mission was defined in its charter in the early 20th century, and it is still relevant today. Our task, as we define it, is to prepare the enlightened leaders of the future who love their country, believe in its inexhaustible strength, and are able to recognize the great duty they're performing in their most routine, everyday work. In the 21st century, the Institute deservedly obtained the status of a state university, and today its full name is the Plekhanov Russian University of Economics. Students and lecturers, however, have lovingly nicknamed it Plekhanovka. Plekhanovka is now one of Russia's largest research and educational institutions, and its high prestige is recognized both in Russia and abroad, as evidenced by its standing in various Russian and international rankings. In 2014, the international rating agency QS included Plekhanov University in its list of top 100 universities in BRICS countries. Expert RA, another rating agency, ranked the university 24th. Interfax ranked it 40th. We have merged with 3 other Russian universities to become one of the country's largest institutes of higher education. According to various ratings, both Russian and international, we are in 3rd or 4th place among the best schools of economics in the Russian Federation. In addition to its main campus in Moscow, the university has opened branches in 30 regions of the Russian Federation, from Yuzhno-Sakhalinsk in the east to Smolensk in the west, as well as 4 branches in Asia and 1 in Germany. Overall, 64,000 students are enrolled in the university and its various branches, taught by 3,700 faculty members. At the main university in Moscow alone, there are over 15,000 students taught by more than 1,200 professors. Qualified specialists are essential in developing relevant lines of research. And at our university, we have created an environment where we can cultivate such specialists and enable them to obtain their qualifications. The university has 10 dissertation boards. Professors from leading European and American universities, including internationally renowned experts, lecture at the university as part of an international partnership program. Among them is U.S. Professor Philip Kotler, the founder of Marketing Science. In 2014, he was awarded an honorary doctorate from the Plekhanov Russian University of Economics. Both great theorists and hands-on practitioners alike share their experience with Plekhanov University students.
Thank you. Thank you.
In addition to regular lecturers, guest star speakers are invited, such as Professor Giovanni Bazzoli, head of the Supervisory Board of Intensa São Paulo, who wrote a brilliant book recently. The key areas in which the university provides education are economics management, law, political science, information technology, tourism and hospitality, commodity science, and public municipal administration. 15 departments offer students over 100 educational programs, of which 26 have been given international accreditation.
跟贵校有非常多的，我们学校在这个学科专业领域。
By embedding an international component in all of its key areas of activity, the university is successfully integrating the concept of internationalization into its education and research projects. The university actively pursues partnership agreements with European, American, and Asian universities. Currently, these cover more than 100 universities in more than 30 countries. Thanks to projects introduced as part of international cooperation programs, Plechanova University students have a unique opportunity to study abroad, and faculty members are able to participate in research fellowships and pursue academic studies at globally renowned universities. We are interested in extending our cooperation with you and are ready to renew and even develop it further. We would like professors from Berlin to give visiting lectures in Moscow and those from Moscow to visit Berlin. Another important aspect of internationalization is the increase in the number of academic programs taught in English. At present, they account for just over 10% of all the university's educational programs. 11 educational programs are taught entirely in English, and 10 programs include some courses taught in English.
I chose this university because it produced a very interesting program, IBS, International Business Studies, together with some British and American universities, which can allow me to get two diplomas in under 4 years, which is great.
Students at Plechanova University can obtain dual or triple degrees through special international educational programs. Today, 14 universities in different countries, including France, Germany, the Netherlands, and Austria, are participating in the project. A group is formed in 3 universities simultaneously. The students study in Germany during the first semester, then they attend our university during the second semester, and they spend the third semester in France. And finally, they choose any of the 3 countries in which to complete their 4th semester internship. In 2014 alone, more than 600 students and 20 faculty members from Europe, America, and China received training, completed internships, or participated in research at Plechanova University as part of various joint exchange programs with foreign universities. Our school is primarily likely to be of interest to those international students who would like to understand the Russian economy and establish as many business contacts here as possible to help in their future careers, both in Russia and abroad. And, of course, Plechanova University will attract those who would like to learn more about Moscow, one of the most fascinating cities in the world, both in cultural and historical terms. To help foreign students adapt successfully, our university has a mentorship system where a Russian student is assigned to every newcomer. A mentor's task is simple: to offset any problems a foreign student may have with communication, administration, or academic issues. This year I'm mentoring students from Serbia, Austria, and the Netherlands. They all are very sociable, motivated, and really want to learn, so I'm happy to help them. The university has assigned me a mentor. She helps me to resolve the various problems I encounter now and then, and I do not know Russian well enough yet. I especially need help in my economics studies. I really appreciate my mentor's assistance. She helps me out quite a bit. By cooperating with leading international educational associations, the university is able to apply best international practices and improve the quality of its programs. Plekhanova University is a member of various international educational associations. The Plekhanova Russian University of Economics offers additional educational programs designed to improve the skills of established professionals. Since 1999, the university has been successfully running an MBA program, which was the first in Russia to receive international accreditation and personal commendation from AMBA President Sir Paul Judge. Integral Business School, established by Plekhanova University, one of the oldest universities in Russia, has once again received its international accreditation and thus confirmed its status as a member of the AMBA family. As a result, its lecturers, students, and graduates, being part of the global AMBA community, are able to establish relationships with tens of thousands of graduates in 70 countries throughout the world. Here, everything is nearby: an auditorium building with multimedia classrooms, modern research laboratories, a reading room providing access to the world's largest e-libraries and housing a rich collection of academic works, including some of the unique rarity, a congress hall for academic conferences and cultural events, and an enormous sports complex with ample facilities for different sports. The sports club has 24 leagues, and the university also has a theater workshop and a fine arts center.
Наша инфраструктура, на мой взгляд, одна из лучших сейчас.
As of today, our infrastructure is one of the best among Moscow universities. What gives it a unique character is that we have managed to become modern while retaining the university's historic setting. The new classroom facilities blend perfectly into the backdrop of the historic block, the original construction of which began as far back as the start of the last century. The old buildings are unique architectural structures, and we invested a lot of heart, soul, and resources in restoring them. Today, students study in the historic buildings, and the technical equipment in the lecture halls meets international educational standards.
Души и средства для того, чтобы их восстановить.
Здесь у нас это самое отлично, все, мы можем начать закрывать.
The availability of modern technology enables the Plekhanova Russian University of Economics to develop its research side. The research block can be provisionally divided into 5 major areas. The first area encompasses the activities of the Innovation Center, academic schools, research institutes, educational centers, and laboratories. University employees are involved in studies addressing fundamental and applied problems of socioeconomic and technological development in Russia. The achievements of Plekhanova University's researchers are presented in numerous publications and reported at academic forums at all levels, including international.
Мы привлекаем зарубежных ученых.
We invite foreign academics, those with master's and bachelor's degrees, and involve them in collaborative research. Russia is becoming more and more integrated into the world economy, and it is therefore important that our research papers address macroeconomic problems.
И поэтому исследования должны выходить на уровень макроэкономики, макроэкономических исследований.
The second area is designed to train young researchers. For this purpose, a student academic society has been established at the university. Major academic forums for young researchers are held at the university each year. The largest of these are the Festival of Science, the Plekhanova Readings, and the Four Sectors Week of Roundtables. Our main goal is to ensure that the results of student research papers are in demand and relevant to the practical economy in Russia and abroad. First, such academic forums are an excellent means of promoting fresh ideas. And second, they provide young intellectuals with the opportunity to have a go and learn how to present themselves and how to communicate in a contemporary academic community. This is important not only for Russian students, but for international students too. The third area comprises the Business Incubator and the Young Entrepreneurship Center. projects designed to provide targeted support for graduate students and young academics wishing to start their own business. The results include more than 3,500 students involved, with over 350 applications submitted each year, 24 projects up and running, and 6 companies which have become self-sustainable. The fourth area is represented by the Situation Center. Here, the software and technological capabilities enable quick access to and analysis of various development and performance indicators in all regions of the Russian Federation in key areas of social and economic activity. Notably, such data can be addressed interactively from most of the university's classrooms. The Situation Center is a research unit and one which we take pride in. University employees have developed special methods of assessing and forecasting the economic situation both in the country as a whole and in each of its regions. The fifth area is devoted to organizing and holding international academic conferences, roundtables, and discussion clubs. The spectrum of issues discussed at these events is wide, ranging from detecting actual microeconomic threats to finding practical solutions against the background of various global crises. Each February, we gather political leaders, industrialists, Russian academics, and their foreign counterparts to discuss the current processes and trends in both micro and macro economies, seeking to work up specific recommendations for the Russian government and for the international community as a whole. The university pays considerable attention to promoting a healthy lifestyle and physical fitness. The university has a sports club where everyone can find the activity which is right for them, regardless of whether they are a beginner or a master. Boxing, self-defense, wrestling, martial arts, fitness, or swimming. Undoubtedly, in addition to a solid economic education, the university also allows you to reach a good level of physical fitness, which is very important for me. When promoting a healthy lifestyle here, we do more than just talk about it. We take real action aimed at developing physically and mentally strong people. And the best proof of this is the number of Russian and world champions in the university's Hall of Fame. I really adore Plechanovka. We have everything we need to train here. The university's management has always supported our sports initiatives. Thanks to that support, we have become champions this year. Each year, the university holds large-scale events to promote healthy lifestyles. The Rector's Cup Championship in the summer, the Plekhanov Cross in the spring, the Plekhanov Ski Trail in the winter, and the Plekhanov Open Festival of Youth Culture and Sport in the autumn. As a rule, students take a keen interest in all of these activities, just as they do in the annual Plekhanov Ball. The university has its own KVN comedy sketch, and improvisation club, and vocal and choreography classes. Plekhanov University gives us a lot, and not only in terms of learning, but also in terms of personal creative development. I'm not just talking about dancing. I enjoy taking part in social projects initiated by the Student Council and being needed. It makes me feel like an individual. The Plekhanov Russian University of Economics provides a good basis on which its graduates can build their future careers. The university cooperates with major Russian and international companies which are leaders in their sectors. The university's partner-employer base comprises more than 700 companies and organizations which are interested in employing Plekhanov University graduates. The list of prospective employers includes such names as PwC, Rosgosstrach, Sberbank of Russia, Daimler, Microsoft, and the Moscow Stock Exchange.
Мы сегодня видим.
Today, we see our graduates in senior government positions, including prime ministers and deputy prime ministers, ministers and heads of various major public companies. In terms of the number of graduates holding high public office or being members of the country's business elite, the city is now ranked 3rd or 4th in Russia, depending on the source of evaluation.
3-е, 4-е место.
Today, the Plekhanov Russian University of Economics is a recognized and well-established educational brand. Tens of thousands of its graduates are successfully employed in various industries in Russia and abroad, and many of them are a source of special pride for the Russian economy.